Hey guys, JJ Sports Talk back with another video, and today I'm just going to be talking about some topics that happened last night, and some basketball, football, and yeah, that's basically it. So now, I'll give you the trivia. So, my trivia is, what round and pick was the Patriots quarterback and future Hall of Famer Tom Brady picked? That's my trivia question. I'll give it to the end of the video, and let's get into the first topic. So, sticking with the theme of NFL, it is my first topic is my NFL picks. So, first of all, this is just a minor mistake. My last last video, I said that the final score of the Steelers-Jags game was 45-40. The final score was actually 45-42, but I still got the score right. The Jaguars still won. Well, I didn't get it right, but the Jaguars still won. So, no harm, no foul. So, that's fine. So, I just wanted to clarify that. So, now, I'm going to give you my picks for the two conference championship games. So, first for the AFC, I have the Patriots versus the Jaguars. And I hate to say it, but I picked the Patriots at home. Gillette Stadium's just too hard of a place to play, and I think the Patriots are going to pull it out. So I think the Patriots will win in Foxborough and will defeat the Jaguars, who have had a red-hot season. They defeated my Patriots, but I think a lot of people are thinking they're going to come in and upset Tom Brady and the Patriots, but I don't think so. I think that the Patriots just have too much of a good team, and that they will win. Next, my pick is now I'm doing the NFC, which is the Eagles versus the Vikings. And we all know that the Vikings had that miracle finish in Minnesota, the Minneapolis Miracle. But, I'm going to continue with it. I think the Vikings have momentum. I think Nick Foles is a lot underrated, but I think so is Case Keenum, and I think that he's going to lead the Vikings to the win. I think that the Minnesota Vikings are going to win and go to the Super Bowl and play the Super Bowl in their own field, on their own field. I think that it's going to be a tough game in Philly. The atmosphere is going to be electric, but I think that the Vikings, their defense and offense is just going to overpower the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to struggle a little bit, but I think it'll be a close game down the stretch, but I think the Vikings are going to pull it out. So I think the Super Bowl will be the Patriots versus Vikings, but I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win that yet. That will be in a later video. So that's my picks for the two conference games. So now I'm just going to talk a little bit about college basketball. So there are three main big games that went on Monday night. So the big games were number 5 Duke versus number 25 Miami, Florida. The final score that was Duke 83, Miami 75. I called upset at home. I was saying that it was going to be a Miami upset. It was at Miami, so they were winning most of the game, but a late Duke rally led by Gary Trent Jr. scoring 30 points. I was very impressed with his performance. Wendell Carter Jr. played very great defense, and the spark was led by, Gary Trent Jr. and Grayson Allen. And Marvin Bagley chipped in 13 points too, which was very big for the Blue Devils. They got the win at Miami, and that was a very big win for the Blue Devils to escape with a win. So I was very impressed with their performance, and yeah, that's that. So now, the shocker. Number 10 Kansas versus number 6 West Virginia at the West Virginia Coliseum. But Kansas pulls it out 71-66, and that's not what it looked like during the game. It looked like West Virginia had it in the bag. It looked like West Virginia was going to win. Wow. But the Jayhawks pull it out. Kanante, I think that's his name, was a monster at the rim. But their offense just wasn't there at the end, and Devontae Graham and Malik Newman and all those guys, they led the charge, and Steve Mikhailiuk was big down the end. down the stretch, and Kansas just pulled it out the end. And West Virginia, I mean, the fans were shocked. I don't even think they knew what to feel there. And yeah, there you go. That's the score. So then the last one, not really a big matchup, but a red-hot Michigan team ranked 23rd, beat Maryland 68 to 67. I'll break down the end. So basically, it's a close game. Maryland is down 66. They're down 66 to 60. Sorry guys, a little bit of a brain problem there. But anyway, you get the general thing that going on there. Maryland's down, so they're running a play, and Maryland hits a 3 to put them up 67 to 66 with like 2 seconds left. Michigan gets it in, and Maryland fouls Muhammad Ali Abdul-Rahman. What a name, yeah, I know. With 0.9 seconds left. Hits both of them, 68-67 game. Michigan wins. Classic finish in Ann Arbor, and Maryland takes another tough loss. And that kind of wraps up college basketball. There's some more good games coming. Yeah, and there you go. But briefly, I'm just going to talk about, like, some of the top teams in college basketball. So, what do I think about Villanova? So, in Villanova, I think they're a very great team, but I think they're beatable this year. I think that they have been better in the past, and that Villanova is not as strong as they've been. I think that they have a very good starting lineup. I think Jalen Brunson is playing very well. But I think they're definitely, like I said, I think they're definitely beatable. And that they will lose again, and will lose the #1 spot. They've already been beaten by Butler this year, and I think that the Big East has too much talent, and they will lose again this year. I think that Virginia is very good this year. I really like that talent. I've said they're probably one of my most favorite teams to watch, and that they will definitely. I think that's my prediction for the #1 spot. If Villanova loses. Purdue, they're playing great basketball. Just blew out Wisconsin tonight on Tuesday. They're a great team too. Their team's probably the most filled out with just talent. Harms and Haas down low, just great. Edwards, Matthias, and Thompson, and another Edwards. That's Carson Edwards. They're just a great team and a very hard team to stop out of the Big Ten. It's going to be a fun year, but those are just my opinions on kind of the top 3 teams. So, now let's go to our last topic. And our third topic is just the NBA games, my top NBA games. So, obviously, we know that the Cavs and the Warriors face off. And like I say, whenever I wear things, don't think I'm a bandwagon. I've been a Lakers fan my whole life. And I'm wearing a Pacers jersey, Reggie Miller. I'll show you that real quick. Reggie Miller. Yes, but I'm not a bandwagon. I'm just kind of supporting the NBA here. But yeah, there's that. So I just want to clarify that up. So then, we have the Warriors and Cavs, and the final score was 118 to 108. Well, I think the Cavs really went all out. They're really struggling this month of January, and the Warriors are not. I think they kind of really played all out. But the Warriors, I mean, like, how do you stop Kevin Durant? The answer is you don't stop Kevin Durant. I mean, you already got to worry about Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, and you can even throw in Andre Iguodala, even Jordan Bell. You got to worry about all those guys, mostly those main 3. But then you throw in Kevin Durant. I mean, you cannot run the floor enough. You cannot get guys on the floor to stop those guys. You just can't do it. And their bench played exceptionally well at the beginning of that fourth quarter, and just Golden State just pulled away. And I was impressed with Cleveland, but their struggles continue, and Golden State is still winning. So that's my opinion on that. And the last game I really want to talk about is Houston and the LA Clippers. Whoa. We'll get to the end of the game stuff after I'm done discussing. So during the game, the Clippers ended up winning 113 to 102. But scrappy. You'd think that Chris Paul, no, they did not want to see him back there. He was booed every time he touched the ball. And Trevor Ariza, I was really I wouldn't say ashamed, but kind of shocked that he acted like that. Trevor Ariza has never really had a bad rap for being a mean player, but he did not like those Clippers last night. He was going at Blake Griffin whenever he could and was elbowing, and he even ripped his jersey. Like, come on, man. Elbows were throwing, and Eric Gordon was getting mad, and a lot of people were seeing when Blake Griffin was running and bumped into Mike D'Antoni. I mean, controversial. It's too controversial to talk about. Really, I mean, both sides, which was chippy the whole game. Blake Griffin and Trevor Ariza both ended up getting ejected. And anyway, the Clippers won, but a lot of people were shocked about what happened post-game. So what happened post-game is the Clippers, or not the Clippers, but the Clippers were in their locker room, and the Houston was in their locker room, but not all the players. Guys like Chris Paul and Trevor Ariza snuck out of their locker room through a hallway that connects the two locker rooms, and were trying to sneak in to the Clippers locker room and confront Austin Rivers. And you're like, what? You've never really seen something like that. Like, you're trying to confront an NBA player in his locker room. I mean, there could be serious repercussions to that. Security was there. They had to separate the players. And, so they basically had to fix all that, and there's definitely going to be some punishments thrown there. And I love Doc Rivers post game, just kind of like we were in our locker room, they were in theirs, but not all of them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let them do the rest of the investigating. That's a great answer, Doc, and they're definitely going to do some investigating. Kind of shocked to the finish to that, but a great game, chippy game, and a wild finish at the end of all the post game. So that's all I kind of have to talk about tonight, and now I'm going to end it with the trivia. So my question was, what round and pick was the Patriots quarterback and future Hall of Famer Tom Brady? The answer is he was pick number 199 in the 6th round of the NFL draft. Yes, very late pick, and he ended up being one of the best players in NFL history. Maybe at the end of his career, probably the best quarterback in the NFL history. You never know. So that's all I gotta talk about. Just thank you for watching, and just subscribe, leave comments. I look at all the comments. You can always leave video ideas, and I'll look at them, and if I like it, maybe I can make a video on it. So just keep supporting me. Thank you for your support, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.